Thanks, Nick. Before we get going here, does anything of the past week feel a little bit like home for you, given your dad played here, and I guess as a young kid you were here for a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, it's always a little nostalgic coming back to Toronto. Obviously the memories of the 92, 93 year and, I guess the way my dad was treated here as well. I mean, it's just, it's a place he thinks fondly of and a lot of great hockey memories here. So yeah, it's always nice to be back in Toronto.
Aaron Portzline, The Athletic.
Hey, Nick, can you speak to how happy you are for Eunice Korpisalo, who's waited and waited and waited for an opportunity like this behind Sergei? But also your feelings towards Elvis. It's a tough position. Some guys got to sit out and wait. How do you take care of him?
Well, I just think he understands. I mean, Corpy's paid his dues. And it's not to knock Elvis and what he's accomplished, but, Corpy's been at it. He's earned this opportunity, and I think we're all excited about that chance for him and full on knowing that Elvis is fully capable of stepping in and playing. I think that's the luxury we have, and that's the hard decision that thankfully the coaches make and not us, and that we have two great goalies. And, we believe so strongly in both of them, and we're excited to get going with Corpy here and make sure we hit the ground running.
Dave Metzold, Fox Sports Ohio.
Hey, Nick. Last year before Game 1, Coach Tortorella gave a pretty impassioned speech to you guys. Two-part question here. A, how impactful was that last year before that first game? And B, would it help if you guys got another little talking to like that before Game 1 tonight? I mean, just how impactful are those types of things?
Well, I think it's just the understanding and the focus that we need to have. I think that's where Torts is so good. That's his coaching capabilities. He kind of reads the room and goes off of that. So I don't know if I'm fully expecting a speech like that. I think at the time it was necessary for our group, but I think we're in a different headspace right now. We're looking forward to this opportunity. I think we've grown a lot, and now we're excited about taking hopefully another step here and knowing we got a great opponent we're playing in Toronto, and we're going to have to be at our best, and we're going to have to be dialed in like that series. And, a great test for us starting off tonight.
Brian Hedger, Columbus Dispatch.
Hey, Nick, both of your goaltenders this year, neither one of them had really carried the load at all in the NHL before this season. Did you learn anything about each guy? And if so, what did you learn about each guy?
Well, I just think you saw the capabilities of Corpy when given the reins, and I think his calmness, and he played like an all-star goalie, the reason why he was picked as one. And I think, it just shows Elvis's mindset. He jumped into a really tough situation and just ran with it. And I don't think a lot of guys in this league could do that and play the way he did and kept us in the race. So I think just for us, you see the growth of both those players. Probably, we talk about probably the two biggest question marks going into the year with the departure of Bob, and they answered the bell tenfold. I mean, they were our backbone. They were the biggest part of our success this year. So, full confidence in both those guys. I think they should feel great about themselves and how they're going to be a big part of this playoff run.
We'll take one last question for Nick. Lance Hornby for a follow-up.
I'm sorry, I don't have a follow-up.
No problem, Lance. Nick, thanks for your time.
Thank you, guys.